Oakland A's UK. Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK.
Hello and welcome to Oakland A's UK. I'm Matt Smith here for your Sunday review on Sunday the 2nd of June. Now the fact that we're into June means we can look ahead to the MLB London series at the end of this month between the Yankees and Red Sox. We in the A's UK community have decided to hold an event on the Saturday, so that's Saturday 29th of June. Details are on the screen now. It's going to be held at Crate Brewery in Hackney from 2 o'clock on the Saturday. Hannah, Dom and myself will be there, hopefully lots of other A's fans too. Come along for beer, pizza and some good A's baseball talk. And if you get there early and have got your green and gold on, there are limited pins and patches to get to. So hope to see lots of you there. Well, now that's done, let's have a look back at the week that was. Last week's video was all about #winning, this week, not so much. The A's week started with a 3-game series at the Coliseum against the Angels. Went well in the first game, the A's winning it 8-5 on Memorial Day, so it was a day game, so good for us to watch it in the UK, but it went downhill from there, unfortunately losing both of the next 2 games. The A's lost the second game 6-4 in controversial circumstances. It was tied 4-4 in the top of the 9th. Joakim Soria had struck out Shohei Ohtani. Unfortunately, the umpire decided not to call strike 3 a strike. In part, it has to be said, Josh Phegley dropping the catch, which didn't help matters really, but umpire should have still called it a strike. He didn't. 2 pitches later, Ohtani hits a 2-run single. The Angels lead it 6-4 and hold on to that win. Then game 3, a day game on Wednesday, the A's lost it 12-7. It went 11 innings, lots of back and forth. Unfortunately, it was another case of the bullpen giving it up. This time, Lou Trevino being the full guy in the 11th inning. Theme of the week, really, the bullpen just not getting it done, unfortunately, at the moment. It also started with Liam Hendriks being the opener in the game, so he pitched the first inning ahead of Daniel Mengden. That plan worked at the end of last season. There were a few occasions where Hendriks led off ahead of Daniel Mengden, but it didn't work at all here. Liam Hendriks didn't pitch well in that first inning, couldn't find a strike zone, gave up 2 runs, and kind of showed, you know, the opener, there's a theory behind it that kind of makes sense, but you need things to all fall in place to make it really gain you an advantage, and certainly didn't happen here. So the A's lost it 12-7, and the A's lost the series to the Angels 2-1. After first day off, the A's welcomed the Astros into the Coliseum for a 3-game series. Now, the first 2 games of that have not gone the A's way and have both gone to the Astros, unfortunately. Friday night, the A's lost 3-2. It was yet another case of the bullpen giving it up, and unfortunately, the second game in a row in which it was Lou Trevino who was the full guy. A shame really, Mike Fiers did pitch pretty well over his 6 innings, but unfortunately the bullpen couldn't hold it up, so that game slipped away from us. Then yesterday, Saturday night, the A's had to face Justin Verlander, who was in really good Justin Verlander form. 8 strikeouts over 8 innings. The only mistake he made was giving up a home run to Stephen Piscotty in the second inning. Other than that, nothing really good to shout about from the A's end. Brett Anderson was pitching okay, but then came out of the game in the 6th inning because of a slight oblique injury. Sort of thing that happens a lot to Brett, unfortunately. He picks up these little knocks, little strains, little injuries that kind of knock him out of his stride. Says he's going to be okay, but we'll wait and see. The only good news really coming out of the game was that Chris Davis was brought back off the 10-day injured list and looked okay in the way he was swinging, but we'll really have to wait and see if he is really back to form and able to swing like we know he can. So that's where the A's are so far this week. 1-4 is in the first 2 games of the series against the Astros, so we need a win today to salvage a victory from the series. It's a 9:07 PM start for us in the UK. It's a good time for us to watch on MLB TV. It's going to be a tough ask though, because it's Garrett Cole on the mound for the Astros. He leads the American League in strikeouts and got 12 strikeouts in his last start against the Cubs. However, his start previous to that was against the White Sox and he gave up 6 earned runs. So, like every starting pitcher, he's not infallible. You can catch him on an off day, and hopefully the A's do that today. For the A's, they're going to send Chris Bassett to the mound. It started the season really well, hadn't he? But his last 2 starts have been a bit shaky, giving up some walks, and his last start he gave up 5 earned runs against the Angels. He did say after that start that he's been dealing with a bit of soreness, just not quite right. So hopefully he's got that out of his system and can give us a really good start today, as I say, to try and salvage a win from the series. We'll be tweeting along on Oakland AUK, so follow along there, and as always, follow along on all of our social media platforms. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Smith. Enjoy the game tonight at 9:07 PM UK time.